This bee really hates working. He used his coworkers like tools while he lounged in a hammock, slacking off. When he returned to the team, the bee started pulling pranks. His fellow bees were startled. His annoyed coworkers warned him to cut it out. The bee had no choice but to quiet down. When the leader assigned tasks, all the bees immediately rushed out. This particular bee flew the fastest, but not because he wanted to work. He was just looking for a place to slack off. While the other bees were busy working, he relaxed comfortably in his hammock. When the hive called an emergency assembly, this bee was still sleeping. While his teammates were working, he secretly hid in a crack between rocks. Finding the sunlight a bit too bright, the bee gathered some twigs to make a canopy. He built himself a makeshift little shelter, but he hadn't been resting for more than a few minutes when the canopy got destroyed. He had to drag himself back to the team. Still drowsy, suddenly he had a new idea. The bee picked up a wooden stick. Now he was the leader. He waved the stick around, directing the swarm. Just as the bee was having fun with his game, the real leader suddenly appeared behind him. Realizing he was in trouble, the frightened bee immediately took off. The whole swarm chased after him. He quickly hid behind a sand dune. When he came to his senses, the entire swarm had ignored him and flown right past. It turned out he had accidentally wandered into a flower field. Amid the cheers of his coworkers, the bee smiled awkwardly.